A claps.
What's poppin', menstrual cycle? It's me, Keisha, and I'm here with this week's All Tea, All Shade Love and Hip Hop Atlanta Season 11, Episode 2 review. Want to remind you guys that this Friday till next Tuesday, I will be out of town on vacation for my birthday. There will be no reviews, but I will have pre-recorded videos dropping for you guys while I'm gone. Now let's get into tonight's episode. The episode kicks off where we left off last week with Meda telling all of the girls that she been messing with Jock for the last 10, 20, 35 years. So Shakana takes Mita and Spice outside to get more info. I don't know why she feel like she needs to take this upon herself to find out everything and putting herself in this. This ain't got nothing to do with her. But go off, sis. So Mita persists to tell them that she did not know about Kendra, that she loves Jock and that he loves her and he always will, and that she'll be the one that always got away. And I'm like, girl, if he love you so much, why he ain't with you? Girl, shut up. You sound stupid as hell. She says that she's not going to go to the wedding or whatever, but I don't know if I believe her all the way. So then we see Rasheeda at her and Kirk's new press store, and Mama Charlene comes by to talk about Rasheeda's father, who she doesn't have a really good relationship with. Charlene lets us know that she has been speaking to him on the daily, and he really wants to build a relationship with Rasheeda, and he wants to talk to her. And Rasheeda is like, you know, I've extended myself. I've offered for him to come down here. He never does it. I feel like I'm the parent and he's the child. And she calls bullshit. She really does. And she's sick and tired of the back and forth with him. And so at the end of the day, she says to her mom, she'll end up speaking to him. She'll talk to him. Hopefully they'll be able to build a rapport and a relationship. If not, oh well. And I understand perfectly well how Rasheeda feels. You know, I deal with the same thing with my own son and his father. So I 100% understand. Like, ain't nobody got time to be coddling no grown folks who decided to make mistakes and then want to act like it's the child's burden to try to build a relationship with you. I didn't ask to be here, sir. Like, no, absolutely not. And then I peeped game that in her confessional, Rasheeda had on the same blazer that Garcelle had on this past week's episode of The Real Housewives of Atlanta, that black and gold blazer with the chains and stuff that she wore to Dorit's party. And I was like, these girls be getting their outfits from the same people. Like, who be styling these girls that everybody be wearing the same damn shit? So we then see Jock go over to his baby mama Cena house. You know, he has the twin girls with her, and she is pissed off because he has not been co-parenting the way that he should. She says that she doesn't feel like they're close anymore and like they're not friends. And I was like, well, girl, y'all supposed to be co-parenting. That man is married and somebody else. Y'all don't need to be friends like that. But she says that, you know, he ain't been doing what he needs to do with the girls. And he was like, I've been working. And she was like, outside of that, I didn't even know you was getting married. I get a DM from your fiance asking, can the girls be in the wedding? And I didn't even know about it. Like, that's how we had to find out that you're getting married. And so he was like, you know, I apologize. I don't want no smoke or whatever. I just want to do right moving forward. And she was like, you know, that's cute and all, but we're not going to even be here because I already planned a trip for us to go to California to go see my mama. So he like, fuck. And so he basically fucked at this point. And I'm wondering, why did he not tell Cena that he was marrying Kendra? Is it a situation where he was scared? Is something still going on between them? Was he concerned about how she was going to take the news? Like, why was he taking so long to inform her? So now I want to know, do the other baby mamas know? What the hell is going on here? Like, Jock ain't changed not one goddamn bit, but Kendra the fool that wanted to be with his ass. So I can't even feel sorry for her. We see Yandy at her new home in Atlanta. Her and Mendici and the kids have been there for over a year now. She's settling in. At first, it was just them and her two biological kids. But little Mendicis has moved in with them and everything is moving really good. Her relationship with Infinity is back on track. Infinity is doing really good in school. I'm so excited to hear that. Yandy's skincare line, Yella, is doing really good. The brick and mortar that she has is doing well, doing so well that her and Mendici's bought the restaurant next door, which we will see open on the show. But the bad part of her life at that moment was that her mother was involved in a near fatal car accident and is in the hospital. And Yandy, of course, is really super close to her mom, and she talks to her mom on FaceTime, and her mother lets her know that the doctor says that she'll be pretty much immobile for about a year, and that it'll take her about a half a year to even be able to walk again. And, you know, as a person that has been in an immobile state before, I know how scary and debilitating and embarrassing that is, and nobody wants to go through that, and nobody wants to see their mother of all people go through that. But I know that Yandy's gonna be there for her mom. I would bring my mama down there with me, child. My mama would be in the house with me. Hopefully that's what Yandy does, and not have her mom up there in New York, depending on other people to take care of her. So then we see Meta helping Spice pack so she can go on her press run for her album. And Meta is like, you know, why you out me to everybody? And Spice was like, because I didn't want you to be hanging around Carly and she not know who you were. Because basically that's like some fake shit to Spice. And so she was like, but you the one that went into full detail. Didn't nobody tell you to do all that? And Meta was like, she did that because she didn't want nobody to think that she was a side chick, because she's been here before Kendra. And she said she didn't know anything about Kendra. She knew that he dated around, but like she didn't really care because she knew that Jock was dating other women. Like when they kicked it, they had a good time or whatever, and she enjoyed his company. But Spice, however, is just like, you know, it's not her place to tell Kendra what's going on, I guess because they're not close like that. And no, it's not her place, but the fact that everybody know, I can't wait to find out like how she gonna learn about this whole situation, because I'm watching this as I'm doing my review. And po tink tink, but I feel like the Meta girl is lying. Yeah, you may have not known about Kendra, but you knew about Carly. Like, girl, you heard, you saw, because she talking about she ain't got no TV, she ain't got no cable. Girl, get the fuck out of here. You heard about him fucking with other women. She even admitted that. But don't act like you was just oblivious to what Jock was out here doing. Now, I call bullshit on that most definitely. Now you capping. Like, girl, have several. Cena visits Carly at her restaurant. Didn't even know Carly had a restaurant. It looks nice on the inside. She says she's about to open up her second spot. So congratulations to Carly. I just want Carly to leave her fucking face alone, because that motherfucker is pulled to the heavens. Stop it, Carly, and leave your lips the fuck alone. They looking like two goddamn butt cheeks on your face. Leave it alone, girl. So she let Cena know that she in fact jumped out of the cake at Jock's bachelor party, and Cena is shocked by this. And she was like, I know if Kendra knew that like there would be a problem. And Carly was like, well, obviously it gotta be some type of problem that I'm not invited to the wedding. So Carly goes on to say in her confessional that she feels like Kendra is intimidated by her or jealous or insecure. I'm like, well, she has good reason to be. The fact that you jumped out of his cake at his bachelor party and allowed him to rub all up on you and shit. So yeah, there is an issue. Y'all still got unfinished business, obviously. But once again, I don't even know why Kendra married this nigga in the first place. So Cena says that she felt disrespected by Kendra's DM when she asked her, can the girls be in the wedding as a flower girl? She felt like they needed to have a conversation first. And I was like, what, Cena? Girl, Cena still stuck. Cena still look like a thumb, and she's still mad, even though she like to say she's not bitter. Cause look at her, she's beautiful. She's a beautiful girl. Where? Where, ma'am? The lies you tell. You look like a big toe. But okay, girl. So Cena was like, I've heard stories about waitresses and stuff. Like he's still out here fucking around, and I ain't gonna say nothing no because everybody say I'm not over it and I'm bitter and da 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 da. Girl, you love stirring up the stirring the pot. You love it. You love it. You love it. You're still very much invested. You like the fact that he cheating on this girl. If he still wanted to fuck you, you would do it. Same for Carly. That's why y'all done linked up, because hoes always link together. But okay, y'all have that. Kendra and Jock's wedding is literally about a week away at this point, and she and he are both stressed the fuck out. Rico Chappelle is doing her dress. Can't wait to see this, because we all know when he made Candy's dress. Oh, Lord Jesus. They have spent $100,000 on this wedding. They're having venue problems. Jock is stressed about, the money and the changes and everything. He feels like they should postpone it, push it back. Kendra, however, is dead set on getting married right now. She no longer just wants to be his girlfriend. I don't know if Kendra is pushing for this wedding so she can say, at least he married me, like his first wife. At least he valued me enough to make me his wife. I hope that ain't the reason, but that's what it's looking like. So despite all of that, the venue problems and everything, Jock is performing all the way up to the day of their wedding. He actually won't be back in town to the day of. So now they're stressed out about that. Like, what if something happens with the flight or something like that? It's just a mess, child. This wedding is doomed. She crying. He's stressed out and bloated. It is a mess. And this is God's way of telling them they don't need to be getting fucking married. So we see Rasheeda and Kirk, and we learn that after her talk with her mom, her dad accidentally called her. And so when she answered, he hung up. So she called right back, and he basically did not answer the phone or some shit like that, and called her on accident or whatever. And apparently she been calling him and he won't answer the phone, and they had a big ass argument. Of course, he don't want to take responsibility for not being there and everything. And so Kirk recorded the conversation because he wanted Rasheeda to see how much this situation stresses her out. And, she was just on the phone cussing and stuff. And at the end of the conversation, she ended up telling her father to stay the fuck out her life and everything. And it was just really, truly sad. It really, truly is. And Kirk tries to give her the advice of, you want the father that you dreamed of as a child, but you have to now as an adult realize that he is who he is. So at this point, you're going to have to figure out a way to have a relationship with the person that he really is and not the person that you want him to be. And he was being God's honest true, because it's even the same thing with my parents where, it's a lot of stuff that I don't really like about them, their ways, the way that they handle things. But I have learned to deal with them as who they are and not what my expectations of them are, if that makes sense. And once I took that burden off of myself, our relationships have gotten a lot smoother. And so Kirk surprises Rasheeda with a really nice romantic dinner to take her mind off everything. And it was really sweet and cute. Like I said, I feel like this is the most authentic storyline that we have gotten from Kirk and Rasheeda since their first season on this show. My girl Sierra is back, honey. Yes, ma'am. And she links up with Rennie Ricci to head to Kendra's bridal shower. And Sierra is in a tizzy, honey, after what happened at the dinner. So she says to Rennie, girl, I just feel so bad. Like, that shit was a lie. That shit weighed on me the whole night. I really couldn't enjoy myself after that. Talking about they been fucking around since. What did she say? I'm this girl whole bridesmaid. You know what I'm saying? So then Sierra in her confessional was like, So I decided to bring my girl Rennie with me to Kendra bridal shower because I need some genuine, real advice in this situation. Should I tell Kendra? Should I not tell Kendra? With her being so busy, today will be the only and last day I can say anything to her. And I feel like Rennie not knowing all the other girls like that, I can vent to her and she can be open-minded and just listen to me. So this Sierra says to Rennie, I'm like, I just came around and you made me a bridesmaid. I'm honored, but at the same time, I'm like, I don't want to be stepping on nobody's toes. And then in her confessional, Sierra says, I don't know if the bitch Meta telling the truth. I don't know if she lying. I don't even really know what it is, or even if it is my position to say anything. So Rennie was like, I mean, would you want to know? And Sierra says, yeah, tell me so I can just go ahead and beat everybody up, and then we'll probably still get married. So then she say, I just don't want to fuck up her big day. I would feel horrible if I tell her and it don't be true. What you think I should do? So Rennie is just in an awkward position because she don't even know this girl. This is her first time meeting her and she know this girl business. So it's just a fucked up predicament to be in because anybody will feel like they being fake around this person knowing that her nigga who she about to marry possibly been cheating on her the whole time. So we go to the bridal shower and Jock is getting ready to leave because, you know, he has some tour dates. So he kisses Kendra goodbye. Kendra is in her feelings because she don't like the fact that he's still working all the way until their actual wedding day. But I'm like, girl, somebody got to pay for this shit, so you need to hush. But I think that all plays into her insecurities about him cheating because she know what type of nigga she got and she know what he about to be doing when he out in these streets. So Sierra and Rennie arrive and it's hella awkward for them. Yandy arrives next and she and Rennie actually bond with each other over dating men that were incarcerated, and Yandy gives her advice and everything. And so Sierra comes and interrupts their conversation and she was like, excuse me, I know y'all having a real important conversation, but I need to steal Rennie for just like 2 seconds. So they did step off and Sierra says to Rennie, I can't even enjoy myself like I really want to because I just keep thinking like, what am I gonna do? And then in her confessional, Sierra says, I don't know this lady. I don't know if this lady lying. I don't know if she telling the truth. I don't fucking know. If I tell what's going on and what's happening, the wedding will not happen. The wedding will be completely off. So everything is then left in limbo, child. And the wedding is next week and it is going to be an absolute shit show and I cannot fucking wait. Overall, I'll give tonight's episode of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta a B-. It was cool for what it was. Seems like next week episode though is going to be explosive, so I'm looking forward to it. Let's talk down below in the comment section, you guys. Make sure to thumbs up this video, like and subscribe, and hit that notification bell button. I love you guys and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.